E foi o que muita gente fez, principalmente um jovem chamado Steve Wozniak.
Steve Wozniak is one of my heroes because he really worked in a garage and made an object and then turned that object into a company. And at the time, there was nothing like it. It was a complete computer system. Primitive, yes, but a complete system. And then Steve Wozniak also wrote most of the software for us. So he was a hardware designer, he was a problem solver, he was a software developer, just kind of this incredible genius sort of guy who got the whole Apple Corporation started.
Woz, como era conhecido, e seu sócio Steve Jobs trabalharam noite e dia para tornar um sonho realidade.
The suburban ranch house behind us is the site of the quintessential Valley success story. This is where Apple Computer was founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. They started off building Apple I computer boards in Jobs' bedroom, and they moved out to the garage when they received their first production order.
O primeiro pedido foi de um varejista que encomendou 50 computadores Apple e levou os dois Steve à glória profissional.
I was thinking, how do I build the absolute finest, best computer of the day? And Steve was thinking, how can we somehow build a product that will reach the masses and reach people that want to pay money to get access to a computer and to use it? And it was his idea to start a company, and I was kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to start a company. I just want to, design neat computers and things like that. So we kind of blended our insights, but we did have a goal that we were going to build a product that was so low cost it would improve a lot of people's lives, both at home and at work.
O Apple I evoluiu para o Apple II, que é o mais lembrado por todos. Em seguida veio o Lisa, que é o menos lembrado. Foi a primeira tentativa da Apple com uma interface gráfica, ou GUI em inglês.
All the computers before had been command line driven. Let's say you wanted to copy a file from one floppy disk to another floppy disk. You would have to type in commands that specified the name of the floppy disk, which might be something so cryptic as C:, D:, or E:, or F:, and you'd have to type the name of a file, and you couldn't make one typing mistake.
O GUI permitiu ao usuário trabalhar com ícones em vez de memorizar códigos de linhas.
When you're sitting at your desk thinking, how can I design a better computer? You're staring at your desk, and there's folders, and you got your desktop, and there's garbage can there. I can open and close windows, and things talk to each other. And I can move folders around and throw them in the garbage and rename them.
Apesar da aplicação amigável ao usuário, o Lisa nunca deu certo devido ao preço de mercado nada amigável.
It took a megabyte of memory to do that kind of computer, and a megabyte of memory back then just cost $5,000 retail. So our computer sold for something like $10,000, and it wouldn't sell very well. But the price that's affordable has been almost the same since our first Apple II was kind of in this $2,000-ish price range.
Steve Jobs pediu a engenheiros que criassem um computador GUI a um preço acessível, e eles conseguiram.
Here you have, in 1984, the Apple Macintosh. This came out to a lot of fanfare as a different kind of computer, quote, for the rest of us. So while the IBM PC was pitched at the sort of staid, kind of boring businessman, the Mac was for people who wanted to have fun, who were creative, and who weren't computer experts but needed to do work with a computer quickly.
O Mac contava com um mouse e menus que podiam ser arrastados e ícones abertos com um clique. Logo, a IBM copiou as características. E aprender a usar o computador passou de desafiador a execuível.
In the 1980s, if you were using a personal computer, you were a beginner by definition, and people really needed guidance. And the fact that there were magazines like this, and books and other sources of information was really a sign that the revolution was here to stay.
A Apple fez de Woz um multimilionário. Com o dinheiro, ele criou um dos maiores eventos musicais dos anos 80, o Woz Festival.
We put $10 million into building an amphitheater and putting in various needed facilities and plumbing and whatever.
I even tested the porta potties myself. I think the reason it's gone over so well is that we got more porta potties per person than any other event of its type ever.
And we put on the concert, and it would run for 3 days. We had technology tents. This was in the early 80s, and Apple had kicked off this big thing, and now there were other companies building personal computers, and it was becoming a part of our life. and personal computers were just starting to connect to musical instruments, and technology and music kind of go together, and they always do. So I had a technology fair, and companies basically showed off their products and what they could do, and you walked through and got educated.
O US Festival prenunciou o casamento de cultura e tecnologia que o microprocessador tornou possível. O chip transformou o modo de fazer negócios e transformou o modo com que as pessoas se divertiam.